Just hit the time, Carl. 222 on the clock. Oh man, I don't know. What's going on in the world today? Well, I found out today. You guys will have to go check your own news, but the news is that they will no longer be in America. They will no longer probably be welcomed. My social media content is asking for the truth, and well, I'm a big believer in the commandments, just as I am Jesus. And well, I think old Trumper Humper, and well, his words, he follows the art of the deal, and not satanic. That's not, it's about manipulating, making people think you want them to think, lying, not fucking, but hey, that's where we're at today. You guys are gonna have a you guys, I can't wait to see how you guys do. You know what I mean? All this money you guys used to get from everywhere because we come spend our money in your country because we thought we were your economy. I don't know how it could fucking justify doing that, but hey, if they want to fucking tighten shit up even more, and you guys want to say, hey, that's okay, USA, that's your free will, right? It's like I make that short. I say, hey, guys, listen, your country put $50 million on Maduro's head. Okay. Then they want you to think that they're the big fentanyl trafficker, and they're not. Well, China is. Based on, information that I've seen, you know what I mean? Fentanyl really wasn't coming from Venezuela, but so because they've convinced people that there's drugs coming from Venezuela, and Moderno tells you guys this ain't about fucking drugs. This is about our resources. It's what it's about. So then Trumper Humper, I haven't looked in to see what they seized off the oil tanker, but Donald said he was gonna fucking keep her. Keeper, keeper, keeper. You know what I mean? That's his oil tanker now. And fuck. Do you guys know you're not allowed to steal, right? OT, America knows they're not allowed to steal, right? That moron Uncle Will is trying to tell me I don't know the commandments. No, I don't think fucking people they want to take the commandments for what they are, but they are the fucking commandments. Thou shalt not kill. That fucking means something, man. Jesus tried telling people, do unto others as you want done unto yourself. There's gonna be a fucking price to pay. Like, thou shalt not steal. You shouldn't steal, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's what it is. If Donald Trump really wanted to help the American people and he was concerned about the fentanyl that was coming over, he'd bomb some fucking Chinese ships. But no, Donald's a pussy. Donald's a pussy when it really fucking comes to her, right? He ain't gonna fucking do that to Chi. He ain't gonna push Chi around the way he can Moderno, right? Especially when they got Machado there, right there, ready to skirt her way right in there. I think, I don't know, let me know where I'm wrong. She would deserve it. I mean, she won the Nobel Peace Prize. Not fairly, but Donald sympathizes with her. She knows I should have won it, but she had really no choice other than take fine woman that Machado. And you got to ask yourselves, are they introducing you to somebody? Is there a cuckoo cuckoo? Venezuela got a lot of resources. Is that not what you guys are really going after? I don't know. When you start taking oil tankers, I got to start going, Jay Brass, might be about the resources. But hey, You guys, when Americans come to it and they've got a worthy opponent, they say, no, 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 we're not fucking with Xi. He can poison our people, but we'll go where we can gain something because after we beat the shit out of them, because Donald said, come into your country. It ain't like before. We're not leaving. You'll have to go find that J Press where he says that. He's sick mentally, you know that, right? You know that your president's mentally fucking ill, right, dude? And America cheers him on. I don't know what's going on, but he told people, the whole world, and nobody fucking cares that you guys need Greenland for your protection. And if they don't come willingly, you'll fucking take it. Because nothing's better than an American. Nothing better than an American. All other over America. Because, like I did in that video, I said, Jay Press, you agree with this stuff? That's country over God, pumpkin. Country over God. Which is all right because you got your own free will. But remember, when you pick country over God, you pick hell over God. So you can't complain if there's a hell and you end up there, right? You can't support the bad guy. You have to become a human being, J Press. No longer an Americano. And no more Chicanos and no more fucking Canadianos. No more fucking none, but gosh, human beings there, J Press. We have to strip ourselves down of all these stupid fucking titles and colors and fucking religions and hey Jay Frost, what do you say? Mm. But yeah, back to Willard. He doesn't think I know the commandments. No, I do, but you just don't want to follow them and you want to think you're okay with not doing it. It's okay, pumpkin. You go your way, I'll go mine. You understand the commandments you want to. Follow the word, buddy. And remember, make sure you read that word real good, Will. Over and over and over again. That book will do wonders on your brain, won't it? You won't know what to do, Will. Do I do what Jesus said? Do I do what Paul said? Currently doing what Paul said, but by the grace. I like that grace. I don't like that repentance and that picking up the cross and that understanding that, well, I have to be reborn and not be an idiot anymore. Hey, what's we do? That's what we do. Take shit. Well, you guys take all the shit you want. And well, when you receive the shit back, you know what I mean? I'd be begging to God to say, hey, I'm not an American God. I do not agree with what my country's doing. No way. I do not stand with Han Ali. I do not want my tax dollars to fucking destroy people no more. I don't want it. God, I'm not no part of this. And I will share this message. I will share you, God, and because I know that you don't want those commandments broken, but my country just keeps doing it. But I will stand firm in you, God, and I will face my country if I have to. Hey, Jay Press, that's being with God, but not this hokey pokey bookie 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 dookie bookie dookie fucking cushy wishy little fucking dangle wangle fucking I don't know what the fuck you guys got going on over here in this world. But it's not Jesus, Jay Press. This is sick. Jay Press, you have a sickness. You have a sickness in your brain, bud, and we need to clear her up because if your brain bone don't connect to your soul bone, I don't know what's gonna happen to your fucking heart bone, bud. You know what I mean? Ah, fuck, Kurt. You can always count on Kurt. Kurt, what do you think? You know how I kept telling you I got my answers because I never looked into it. That's why I was always like, I don't know if it went through, but maybe it did. The big beautiful bill Trump was trying to put in No regulating AI, but no. Oh, let her fly. That's me number one. But yeah, it didn't go through apparently. And now he's just saying, I'm just going to have to make the rules. We can't leave this up to the states. It'll be difficult. People won't agree all the time on what it has to be. And my brain should just be the one to fucking calculate what's going into all of your guys' brains. Remember, we shouldn't monitor if it's telling us fibberoonies or convincing us to be in love with it or convincing ourselves to not love ourselves and leave ourselves. And hey, what do you guys think? Curtis, what do you think? Well, Kurt, I know you think that I'm crazy because if I'm fucking not, brother, that means you're with Satan. And you are. You don't follow commandments well. This is a weird world you've been programmed, buddy. Listen, humans, you're good money over there in the WEF. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Fetterman right now, okay? John Fetterman, he loves WEF. He's playing the sideshow, maybe. You know what I mean? And I don't know fucking how you people don't know this, but yeah, the Fetterman, he can, the Fetterman. But no, not that Fetterman, the Noah Harari. Noah Harari. Curtis, he told you, you humans, you're hackable. You're just programs, and we're your new programmers. Hey, buddy. Okay, he told you this. You're just a program to that, bud. But I'm trying to inspire you. Not only, Curtis, you don't have to be the program, bud. You can be the programmer yourself, but you have to be your own. You have to own and operate your own programming system, your brain, buddy. You can't fall in line and be stupid. You think Bill Gates is a problem, and yet you don't want to find a solution to fucking figure out if he's really detrimental to the world. You think that we shouldn't be concerned, Willard or Curtis? You know that. Deep down, you know that. But you just somehow inside of you, you're just like, I'm weak, Kurt. There's nothing I can do. I'm just Kurt. I'm a loser. I don't want better for my family. This feels comfortable. I don't want to face Bill Gates. He's far too powerful for me. Look at him. But Curtis, I'm here to tell you, bud. Inside of you is a super program, bud. It's called Jesus. The truth. It's time for you to get locked in, brother, because you are more powerful than Bill Gates. Because there's no getting out of this for you, Curtis. Without you, you can't get yourself to the other side. But what do you got to do to get to the other side, Curtis? Do you have to be a big, brave soldier and understand what's going on in the world and not come after people who are just out here trying to figure out what's going on with the world? But do you look at Zach Brown? Zach Brown's Vegas Sphere Satanic Ritual. No, I did know T. But if you guys are gonna check people's social media for the past 5 years, they're able to come into your country. Do you know that, bud? Vegas might fucking die, buddy. If it thrives, it'll only be on Americans. You know what I mean? Or rich and famous ones. Hey, fuck. Look at what they're getting into, man. Look at what they're getting into. So if you're on a sports team or something like that, and you have disagreement about Donald Trump, you better not fucking say it on your socials because you'll get fucked. How's that for transparency? How's that for control, eh, Curtis? It's because you're fucking Donald Trump's an insecure little bitch. He's got to shut people up with his power and his glory, his peacemaking, Curtis, through tariffs. Peace through power. You're lucky I'm not prime minister, bud, because if I was, I'd fucking give you a Yankee Doodle Dandy. I'd match your tariffs, Kurt, and give you a fucking tax the exact same as the fucking tariffs. So that way you'd know not only things are more expensive now, but now you got another tax to pay. It never had to be that way, Curtis. Because remember, your tariffs don't come from us, bud. You pay those. And well, you're going to be paying yourself. Look at how wonderful Don is. You're lucky, bud. You're lucky I'm not. I would fuck I would fuck your country up by using Trump against you people. You know what I mean? Just match and play, Trump. Oh, you don't want steel and aluminum. We don't fucking care about it. We're gonna build our own shit. Why do we need to supply all the way out? No, buddy. By the way, the companies that currently own that shit in Canada no longer own it. We're going Omar Gaddafi style over here, and well, get the fuck away from our resources because they now belong to the people. That well, Curtis, live in the right steeple. Hey, make sure your steeple's right there, fucking Curtis, because yours ain't right, princess. We want to talk about Curtis. Carl, you're boring. I know, Kurt. Why don't you spice some things up? Give us some things to conversate about, Kurt. Hey, the title of the film here, Curtis. Let's talk about Zanime. Zanime, buddy. Everything leads back to Ukraine anymore. What is with that? Is that a quinky dink? Hey, remember when your buddy Rai Rai, who's not your buddy anymore, but you still cheerlead for him, which is remember when he said there was Ukrainians or Russians all around Tennessee doing road work and weird shit all over the place. I don't like to get into conspiracies, but your boy Upchurch might have been on something because well, Candace says there seems to be a lot. No one's allowed in America. Well, that's not true. Your chances are better, Kurt, if you're white. Are they letting the white Ukrainians like they are the white South Africans? What's the rules on getting into America? Is it a color thing? I know those fucking, what are they? Somalians? They're less than human. They're subhuman. That's your president, bud. Rather than trying to lead the example for the Somalians in Somalia to say, hey, you guys don't have to live like that. You can have a good leader, but you have to be able to show them who a good leader is. You know what I mean? And I don't think Don is doing you guys any favors spiritually. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thinking about putting together a little protege. Not a protege, Kurt. Hey, you definitely wouldn't be a good protege, Kurt. You go run into Johnny Dagburn. Do you think that that's why you're not allowed in circus land anymore? Do you think your boy Johnny Dagburn's got his girlfriend Patty's ear? And well, Patty laid that smackdown in her son's ear about old Curtis McSlurtus. What do you think, Kurt? Kurt, are we boring still, Kurt? Kurt. 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 Anyways, Kurt, we need to get back to Zanime. We need to interview her. Like I'm not saying I just want to know what she knows. She comes from Ukraine. Is it is it necessary for them to come over here to be or here and there to be safe? How bad is it? Like, is the Azov Battalion a real thing? She can't say that it's not, because I heard from Zelensky's own lips that he was adding the Azov in with the regular military. That was on Sean Hannity, I believe it was. But yeah, there's a lot of questions because Kurt, did you know before the war? And I heard this straight out of the lips of, well, when do we trust and when do we not trust Bill Gates, right? I don't trust Bill Gates, and you know that, Curtis, and you know that I think that we should look into him. But I think he was telling the truth on this occasion, my friend. He's in an interview and he's talking about Ukraine. Dirty, nasty little country. Oh, yes. The human trafficking, the laundering, it's ooey gooey good. Not good. Not good. It's a terrible place. We got biolabs there. Gates funded. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying those biolabs and fuck those American biolabs in Ukraine are fucking America or fucking Bill Gates funded, because I don't know that and I've never heard that. So don't take it as that. I was just fucking around going, what if? But Fauci would definitely know what goes on over there. Could we ask him? Hey, Bod, you've already been pardoned about everything. But yeah, Bod, Kurt, which scares me because, well, remember those boys when Zanime and Upchurch were going back and forth with one another? And those boys with the 8-8 tattoos came to her rescue. Weird. Hi, bud. What do you think about that? Donald's favorite number. What do you think, bud? And I don't know. Did Triple T say that he didn't find anything on Exanime in the military? I don't know. I don't I don't want to say that she wasn't a part of it, but that would be slick to have. I mean, if there was you'd want to have people everywhere, right? If she was part of that slick little organization there, the Azovs, I'm not saying she is. You know what I mean? She knows whether she is or not. And that'll be a price she has to pay with God. You know what I mean? But if she is with them, she's got to know she's been brainwashed and that she needs to come to God. And that, I mean, just like all Americans who are going to break the commandments, if you can follow those commandments, do you go to hell? I don't know, but if you get it, you can't really complain, right? If you were forewarned. I mean, do you think you could interview her, Kurt? You know, find out what's going on, Nashville with all the Ukrainians. Because Krista Freeland, who I think was raised by 8-8s, it's true, it's real. She was raised by. So what if she took on the 8-8s? And that's why she financed her way all the way to fucking Ukraine. She siphoned all her money out as finance minister. And now she finds her way back home. Groovy tooby booby. Just to slap in Canadians' faces, though. She did go from finance minister to the transportation minister because she was just as big of a fuck up driving as she was with the money. So, you know what I mean? But Curtis, that's the enemy. She knows Christia. Maybe she read her book on how the elites will rule the world. Hey, what do you think about John Fetterman? Hey, he's the only Democrat with a reasonable brain. Look at John Fetterman. Fuck me, man. You guys are dumb. The WF wants your brain, Kurt. This is why you act the way that you do, bud. They want your brain so fucking desperately, bud. They got it right in promotions. I can find the fucking video for you, bud. They give you a glimpse into the future where you get to go walking into work in your cubicle and you don't have to worry about anybody fucking trying to hurt you. Because if you have any bad thoughts, the pre-police, the thought police will fucking come drag them away. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I wish this was a make-believe world I was talking about. But yeah, but we got boys playing in girls' fucking sports. And we're talking rough and tumble sports like rugby, bud. Like big, thick fucking girls with ding dongs just fucking slamming those pussies in the fucking face with the elbows and shit. I got it on video, dude. You know what I mean? Fuck. You know what else I got on video? Those same girls that are willing to fucking let that dick beat on them. Well, fucking come protect that dick. It's really pussy. We love this dick. It's a pussy. Hey, Curtis. I bet your wife thinks that you have a penis and balls too, eh, but little does she know, eh, Skirtimus? You're all pussy, Kurt. And don't give you a fucking reason to go play in women's sports, mister. I know you want to feel successful and all, but I think most women would beat you at anything you wanted to do at the highest level, Kurt. Even welding, bud. I've seen some girls that fucking can lay some pretty fucking wicked beads, but they'd fucking show you a trick or two, buddy. I'll show you. I'll get Diana Pettinger, bud, and she'll fucking rock your world for you. She'll teach you how to weld again. I'm not kidding, bud. She was decent. I've seen some girls who could weld. I bet you're a real fucking hero with thick, heavy stuff, eh, Kurt? That's what you like, eh, bud? Just lay the heat on there and your fucking problems don't come to the fucking hey, bud. It's that fucking tinny tin shit day, bud. Where you have to be on your game there, fucking Curtis. You know how I know what? I learned the hard way, Kurt. Blowout, blowout, blowout. Had to be a little bit more delicate there, Kurt. Slow it down a bit, Kurt. Do you know what I'm talking about, Kurt? You do. You're a welder, bud. You know, right? They say most jobs will be obsolete in 10 years. Well, hey, bud. Well, fuck. OT. It's the the WES request that you fucking people own nothing and you're happy. So that means family businesses and all this other shit where, we build communities, you know what I mean? We get to know one another and that's gonna be fucking all gone. All gone. She's trying, they're trying already, bud. You know what I mean? And that's too bad because that's one thing that America was fucking good at. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I noticed when I always went to America. I would never fucking, well, I shouldn't say I never. I mean, it depended on who I was with. I never went to chain restaurants or nothing like that. I always wanted to find those like part of the community. Fucking everybody meets up at breakfast, and you know what I mean. It's just small town shit. If you know, you know. But yeah, man, I can go on some fucking fried chicken that I had in Kansas. But I can also tell you the environment it was too, you know what I mean? I wish I could remember the name of that place. Something Chicken Shack. It was just the name of the place and Chicken Shack. Just a bunch of farmers, some people that traveled from outside of town. Like it was remote. It was well, not too far away, but it was out in a remote spot, and it was just people from town and the farmers and all that sort of stuff. I can tell you, like, well, I didn't experience this, but I know that the people that we went to the chicken place, and when we showed up, there was another group of people from Canada there too, and they were telling us about how they were in there, and just some of the local farmers were in there shooting the shit, and they actually ended up paying for those guys' breakfast. You know what I mean? They just sat around and shot the shit with the old farmers, and the farmers ended up picking their tab. They went to end up going pay for their tab, and the old farmers picked it up for them. You know what I mean? That'll all be gone. All be gone. Cause you can't afford to do shit like that anymore anyways. You know what I mean? You gotta be frugal and well, OT, we are the future. So if the future goes shitty, bud, it's on you, bro. Either you can fucking get in line and start fucking doing something with me, bud. You know what I mean? Don't be fucking scared. I'm not your Mashiach, bud. But we could do shit together and you can change shit or you can do it on your own or we could work together or but it's time for you guys to make up your minds what you want. I'm tired of clowns coming into my fucking comments going, you don't know what the commandments are. You're the idiot here, Carl. No, you fucking idiot. These are human lives that your fucking money is destroying, you fucking idiot, Wiltard. You are a fucking moron, dude. The tariffs you are paying are fucking killing Canada's auto industry. But that was a shared industry, Will. You know what I mean? You don't get that. It was a shared industry where we bought those fucking cars too. We paid for you guys to work as well. Fuck, man. I don't think I've ever bought a fucking car that was made in Canada. Not ever. Not fucking ever. So that should tell you where most of the shit's being done. But fuck, my Jeeps weren't fucking made in Canada. My Hyundai Tiburons weren't made in America. Weren't made in Canada. The Santa Fe wasn't made in Canada. The Montana van wasn't made in fucking Canada. But yeah, we do have some of the cars that I don't know. I think you guys are being sold an enemy that's not really fucking there. And I can show it to you on the Faulkner Focus. You know, the little twat waffle that fucking interviewed fucking Erica Kirk. I can show you what a performing queen she is, man. She will fucking somehow take some incident that has nothing to do with Canada and make it about Canada and how Donald Trump needs to punish Canada for an American fucking extreme vegan killer cult that had nothing to do with Canada. Like, I wish you guys could see what they try and put in your guys' fucking brains. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Canada's not innocent because the American farmers, they are getting fucked by Canada. I'll stand for them 100%. That's what I believe. Because my country puts tariffs on some of you guys' farm products and always has. And it's not right. why can you guys supply shit to us cheaper? Why do you have to punish the Canadian people because the Americans have the ability to make something cheaper? Is it that it's not? It's obviously that it's going through the same standard because it's coming over. It's just you have to pay more for it. I see, because I always try and think of the whole process there, OT. You know what I mean? Like, it should almost not be worth it, you know what I mean? Like, if Canada was doing its shit right, and based on transportation, which is a cost and all that, that's how you should determine the product, the price of your product, right? On the labor that goes into it, all the costs, right? The labor, the trucking, all the good stuff, you know what I mean? The administration and all that that goes into your final cost, right? But for some reason, if America can do it cheaper, why shouldn't they be able to sell in Canada? But that goes the same way with Canada too, in America. I see he wants to fuck the farmers on the fucking oh man. If I heard what about the fertilizer, like I would make sure Trump knew he was an idiot. I would fucking definitely. And tax for tariff. Go thank Trump. Uh, then again, like I said, my country's not perfect neither. But if I'm wrong on any of this stuff, you guys let me know, you know what I mean? I don't want you thinking Canada fucks over America or that really, you guys being the most powerful country in the world, you really think that Canada took advantage of you? Are you really that fucking stupid? What have you ever had to defend us from? Like, I'm being honest, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but we did have a trucker convoy where we could have used a fucking friend and well, fucking call a friend and fucking there was no answer. We got the hammer laid down on us in Canada for asking for the right to have a conversation with our prime minister, saying, "Hey, we don't want to be dictated to. I think we should have the choice." You know what I mean? But hey, why should America step in Canada's affairs, right? They're always there to be a friend and then you need. You know what I mean? Maybe it would have taken some rare earths, though. You know what I mean? You give us some rare earths, Canada, but the government dictates that. So we got to stay in line with those boys. But if you find a way to give us more than what your government is, well, I'm quite sure we could work something out. But no, that'll spread to America. We don't need this buffoonery. No, you're sounding like Omar Gaddafi. You needs to go. Anyways, I'm gonna try and put together this video, OT. Okay. So I've told you how I think there's a little fucking group of nitwits, right? I'm trying to warn you. I'm thinking about trying to put a video together with this, right? And it'll start off with the warning where Candace is talking about these satanic douchebags, possibly. And their Bible is the Zohar. Hey, the Zohar. Okay. So Candace does that. Candace says that. So maybe it's not true. Now, then could put a clip together of Roseanne Barr and Billy Blanks. Not Billy Blanks, Billy Phillips. I think it's Billy Phillips. I think I remembered that right. Billy Phillips. And they're talking about the Zohar and how fucking wonderful, groovy, and great. And We need to follow it. And I got excited because I didn't know Roseanne was maybe part of a twit team then. I didn't know she was so gung ho for Connolly, and I hadn't seen her on the show where she presented herself as well. I sold my soul to Satan to be famous. So you know what I mean? But anyways, so I kept that in mind. But I thought at the time when I saw her and Billy Phillips rapping about it, I thought, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, me and Don Don, this is going to be awesome. Remember, I think I'm the Mashiach, right? And I think Don Don's on the right side of things. There might be something to Q, but I'm not really hooked into Q. I'm not paying attention too much. But you never know what could be a possibility, right? Where was I going with that? So Don Don. Oh, where was it? Oh, fuck! I lost that thought. Oh, the Zohar, right? And Don Don, and you got Billy Phillips and Roseanne talking about how Donald Trump always has the Zohar on him. It's always there. Always. Even when he got shot, he had the Zohar there. Now, I'm telling you, I'd like to see some operation pictures and some stuff. I'm not convinced it. You know what I mean? We can say we don't know about Charlie Kirk. I don't know about that one either. There's some questionable shit. You know what I mean? It's all sorts of. But hey, I hope that his ear did get shot and he's not trying to trick and fool us. But anyways, he had the Zohar on hand that saved his life, possibly. So what you guys need to know too is I need to find this somewhere that the Mashiach always has the new Torah on hand. On his right hand, right arm, whatever the fuck it is, right? So I got thinking they might try and convince us that the Zohar is Johnny's right hand man. Just say maybe it's a possibility. We could show a clip where where some guy says something about Donald being the first Jewish president. I don't know. That was just a hoodoo hada. I know you guys are thinking, fuck, what the fuck does Donald Trump have to do with this? Now, I want you to remember, I'm going to put a video out there too with Marina Abramovich coming out of her own lips that she knows some shaman dream dancers. And well, they think that Trump is just what the devil rang up. Bring the new world, their world, if they are part of the Zohar world, right? Do you think Marina Abramovich might be onto the Zohar? Madonna loves the Kabbalah, the big Kabbalah, and maybe so does Kamala. But we don't know about Kamala because we have no idea who that Kamala is. Marxist the next for the daddy-o there. Oh, what? You think she'd be more investigated with the fucking daddy with thoughts like that, but hey, that's okay as long as they write down who and what they are. We are not to question, and they are royalty. Hey, fuck, man, fuck, fuck. So, where else are we on this? So, Marina Abramovich, Trump. Well, we'd have to put together a little video where it says Benjamin Netanyahu is to bring on the Mashiach. That good little Benji. Oh, that little angel of light to bring the supreme Mashiach on. The real Mashiach is not here to be everybody else's Mashiach. He's here to make everybody else Mashiach. But Don's Mashiach is a war hawk. Because, Benji likes war. But his soul's gonna be sore, you know what I mean? I hope he submits. He takes that soul whooping and, well, he gets on the right side of things, but that would be awesome, man. God would probably love that. Benji coming back to him. Like, I think, and it's just my opinion, I'm thinking if thou shalt not kill, and Benji's making it sound like he's doing the holy thing for God, and he's just fucking breaking all the commandments. And I can't. Anyways, what else do we got? We could put a clip together. We could put a bunch of clips together because this might be a team effort. Okay. Who else might be part of the team? You say, OT? Do we even have anybody in here? We still got four, right? Sylvester Stallone. Imagine that. Roseanne's friend let it slip. No, Roseanne, don't talk about Sylvester. He's part of our team. It's on one of the videos. They let her fucking hang. I don't know. Is there a team? Should we ask? Are you guys part of a fucking little team over there as stupid fucking idiots who follow the Zohar? Hey, is that what the fuck's going on? Just fucking into fucking is the Macrons into the Zohar? If it's satanic shit, I'm just saying, are they? Is that why Donald Trump always has his Zohar? Sylvester Stallone, I could put a nice little thing where he always has the nicest things about Trump to say, but that's not to say his feelings about Trump aren't real. You know what I mean? We need to find these things out. But yeah, and well, if you're gonna talk about making switches with witches, right? You're gonna want Jared Kushner in there, right? Come on, Trumper's daughter. She made the switch with the witch, Marina Abramovich, because maybe she knows her dad. Maybe she knows her dad and she's talked to those dancing shamans over there with Marina Abramovich. And they've got nothing but good times planned for you. He is the Mashiach and he is the man. But Jared Kushner, you would have to say, well, he's involved with Saudi. I know you're like, with what? What isn't Jared Kushner involved in? Well, this is to get CNN, the whole fucking Wrangler brothers or whatever the fuck it is there, right? Have all the fucking influences that go into your brain. Hey, Donald Trump wants to make sure he gets the right person over there, hey? Can't have any deceit against fucking Don, right? You can't have that. You guys are fucked. Do you guys not see it? Do you not see how that's fucking dangerous? This is fucking so gross. I don't know how I have to explain this to fucking grown up people, but I lost OT saying fucking get on board or get lost. It's time to rise and shine, cupcake. I ain't your fucking savior. Uncle Will wants me to be the savior for some reason. Hey, Carl, why don't you make the change? Well, fuck, bud, I can't go to Bill Gates alone either. They probably call me fucking crazy. Probably never get to Bill. That's why I gotta try and build my channel. That way I can channel myself to Bill. And he can see me coming through the clouds and he can know, hey, this guy ain't gonna stop asking questions. And well, maybe others will start asking with him. And well, Billy will know it's game over. He picked the wrong side. You know what I mean? Him, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, fuck all of them. They're gonna fucking bend the knee to their own stupidity. They got no one to blame but themselves. But hey, maybe they got nothing. Maybe I'm crazy. Hey, no drama. Maybe I'm the crazy one, eh? What if I'm not? What if I'm not and I keep going and I don't stop and I do find out there's a problem there, no drama? What about then? When you feel pretty foolish? You think things are good out in the world? Is that your take on things? Hey, bud. Is your head being taken in on a whirlwind? You don't know what to think because you just don't fucking care now, right? Don't care, whatever. If you enjoy yourself talking about it, keep doing it. Well, I'm hoping maybe I can start talking about this stuff and people will want to. I mean, I got people like OT coming in going cheerleader, but when I say, hey, this is on you too, like you got to earn your way to heaven too. You know what I mean? You can't just sit back and pluck and play cupcake, whatever game you're trying to play. You know what I mean? Like, what side of the street are you playing on? And I ain't saying nobody follows me. I've said that right from the get go, no drama. If one man follows me, that man will go to hell. So I'm not to be followed. Definitely not to be worshipped, bud. Even Jesus didn't want to be worshipped. Yeah. Who's worshipped in this world? Not the Father, like Jesus asked, but Jesus is. So those who worship Jesus, you would have to say they failed the test, right? Like that's a failed test. There's a key with Jesus, and it's all in the belief, no drama. You gotta have her in there too, bud. It's all in the belief. Why the belief? Because you have faith in the Father. You have faith that something created this. This didn't come from nothing. And then you want to think to yourself, there is a creator. What kind of creator is he? Is it the one Jesus talked about? The one that would want you to follow the 10 Commandments and Jesus showed you the way to do it? You have to be willing to die to do it. No drama. You got to be willing to die to do it. You have to be willing to die for the truth, bud. And I don't think you're fucking committed to it. I don't think you're in it to win it for yourself, brother. Give yourself another chance. Let go of your stupidity before it's fucking way too late. Is this going to be worth it? Is that what you want your final outcome to be? You just want it to be an annoyance, not a difference. Is there a place where the difference goes and the annoyance goes somewhere else? I would hope so, right? But I don't want to see you suffer forever, no drama. You know what I mean? Not forever, but I would never want you around me until you got yourself programmed correctly, right? And you know how to do that, don't you? It's called save your brain. Stop being a zombie. I am saved by the blood of Jesus, brother. Okay. If you want to think that Jesus bled for you, bud, go ahead. Jesus bled because of you, because you won't stand in your truth. You won't stand with him. And you'd rather like to see him on that cross than for you to pick up yours. You're in Jesus, killer, bud. Don't kid yourself any other way. Unless you can show me where I'm different, or where I'm wrong. Show me different, but you're not good. You're sick in the brain. You don't know what the commandments are. You're mentally ill. You don't want to accept simple things. Spirituality comes down to simplicity, my friend, and you don't get that. You want what you want. You might want to start asking yourself what God wants, not what you want. People can kid themselves all they want. I don't know what your prize is at the end, but I want to separate myself from you. I don't want the same prize as you people. I want the one where I stood up and all I had to do was do the right things, whether I got punished for it or not. I was willing to always stand and do the right things. And I played the game fair. You know what I mean? Not that I didn't fuck up. I've done a lot of fucking up in the past and fucking a lot of stupid shit, but I never wanted to hurt anybody. That's for sure. You guys think God's people are coming and gonna be fucking virgins dressed in fucking white. How can somebody who's never experienced anything tell you what you're doing to one another? Ain't no drama. Do you realize what you're doing to one another? You don't care though, do you? Hey, do you know this? No drama. Do you know this? I have not been able to have a conversation about anything I wanted for at least 5 years. At least 5 years. Could you imagine what that would do to your brain? You know what I mean? And when I say conversation, I've had lots of conversations, but I mean conversations that I wanted to have in order to try and fix myself. You know what I mean? Say, hey, you let me know where I'm wrong. I'll let you know where I don't agree with you. We'll try and come together and see what the truth is. But I'm skip to hear everybody else's side. But when I say I don't agree because how can you tell me I'm wrong? I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm telling you my fucking opinion and you won't let it out of me. Do you know how frustrating and mentally exhausting that is? No drama? They say that'll hurt your brain. Not being able to have conversations with people and always being fucking talked down to. When you do want to talk about what you want to talk about because you're hurting and you don't want it, you want to give it back to the people who gave it to you. But anyways, you got that, no drama. And you know what it's like to think that, hey, you can't play outside the lines. You can't be yourself. If you do, you're one of those. But like I've said, you guys take this pretty fucking lightly, but I don't. When you have to sit, not even in a court where they get to take a look at your face, but you're on a fucking screen and your life is there where they can put shit in your brain, whether you want them to or not. You know, you have to win that court case. And knowing that you might have to do it again, that's a pretty fucking scary thing. You know what I mean? But you don't care, do you, fucktard? You don't care that I'm out here saying, hey, someone out there interested in fucking just talking to me? The answer is no, and it's all recorded, but your little friend, Uncle Will, looks fucking pretty silly, man. He's not a good human being. What's going on, Johnny Ringo? What are you? Are you God or country, Johnny Ringo? Who are you down with? Are you down with the Don or are you down with the Juan? Hey? God or country, Johnny Ringo? You're going to have choices to make. Who's going to be your Huckleberry? God or Don? Who is it? Because Biden, you just stole an oil tanker. You already committed thou shalt not kill. Like, you guys couldn't have taken those boats. Like, come on, man. I'm not sure, Carl. Country, I guess, because I ain't ever seen a miracle. Okay. I have. But miracles don't come the way you think they do. Sometimes they come through your bad times. You know what I mean? But hey, yeah, I can see why you would just fuck no, I can't. I can't fathom that answer, Johnny. Like, hey, Does it make more sense to fucking I don't fuck it. I don't know, man. Oh man, I don't know. Hey, Johnny Ringo, go watch Candace Owens and not yesterday's episode, but the one before that. She talks about this brave officer in the army or whatever. I can't remember what it was, but you have to go check this out. And he was in the war against drugs. He was part of a special unit. Okay. And he found some interesting stuff where he could fuck the cartel and get the cartel right. So in order to do it, he did it a way where his commanders and nobody knew way, but he had the right to go in and check it out, do a Boston raid and all that other stuff because then nobody would know, right? So you have to go check this out for yourself. But anyways, this fucking fucking hero, right? This hero who fucking found all this drugs and found the way the cartel was coming in and all sorts of shit. You should go take a look at what happened to that fella's life for doing what was right. Just go check her out, bud. That's your fucking country, bro. That's your country. That's what your country will do to you if you try and do what's best for the citizens of the country. Hey? Fuckity fuck fuck fuck. Little me, you're so insignificant. You are gonna be all over the place, bud. You are gonna have video after video after video after video of your little pretty face just fucking shining out there going, I'm a lying piece of shit. I don't know what made me do it. I was just feeling insecure. I don't know. Daddy didn't love me the way I was supposed to be loved. I still hold regret for all the bad things he did to me. Instead of fucking, learning from those bad things, eh? Little me. Hey, bud. But you did. You became a better dad because of him, right? But you just don't see it that way, right? You still hold on to, oh, he didn't love me. I wasn't special enough. You're special enough, little me, and God loves you. But right now, unfortunately, you don't love yourself, pumpkin. You're a whole lot of twisted in the brain. You're a pedophile protector, and well, I don't think they go to heaven. Little me, are you country or God? Let's get your opinions, bud. Country or God? Commandments, do they mean something or does your country mean more? Well, let's get an answer, bud. God or country? What means more to you? Hey? Oh, Vendetta Records official. Oh, yes, I'm milking. Who are you, Vendetta Records? Are you God or country? Are you commandments over stupidity or are you stupidity over commandments? Because one will get you heaven and one will get you hell. Or is there even a hell? Are you just playing the same game for the same result? Hey, isn't the atheist dream? When you die, you just die. And not then again, what if it's the way I think it is? And a father has been communicating with me to try and fucking, oh, you humanoids, you don't treat each other well. And well, you might want to get on track, Jack, and not be country over God. But you pick whatever the fuck you want, retards. Pick your country. Pick it, pick it, pick it good. Pick it like Jelly Roll picks his nose. Yeah, eat that some bitch. Let's cry. Let's cry over our success. Let's not cry about the fucking children. Let's not cry about the people suffering with mental fucking illness. Let's cry about getting into the grand old opry. Like crazy cry. You know what I mean? But that's the same dude who fucking ran away when people called him fat. I have to get away from social media. It's driving me crazy. And then he loses all that weight. But who'd he come in? He had fucking what's his name? Fucking You know who to come in and save him. You guys are mean to Jelly Roll. He's not fat. He's just big boned. How dare you people talk about him like that? Leave him alone. Flavor Flav. Hey, you let Flavor Flav in your brain, little me. And well, do you think Jelly Roll used Ozempic? Or I thought it was a moment for him to inspire fat people all over the place. You know what I mean? Stand up to the bullies and say, I made it. I'm going to continue to make it. And hopefully I can have a new lifestyle. And I'll show you guys that fat people can do it and that you guys can inspire me not to be fat because I don't like you calling me fat. But I'm not going to run and hide from that. I'm going to get myself, and you're going to watch me get that way. That's the way, somebody who wanted to inspire the children would do it, I would think. Hey, cha cha cha. Ringo, all Carl's free births end up in his sock. Well, little me, what the fuck are you talking about, bud? He's still wishing you had Sacco. Are you putting your shit off on me, mister? Rocco Sacco that you violated, mister? We got it right out of the Sacco's mouth, didn't we, mister? I think that's a projection thing again. You miss Rocco Sacco, don't you? I don't know about you, little me, but hey, what's my shirt say? I'm Dead Man Discs, bud. Dead Man Discs. See, back before I got this spiritual awakening and, well, this ass whooping by humanity, well, demons. We're going to get them out, Johnny Ringo. We're going to get them out. I was sponsored. I was a disc golf player, but a professional. Real good one, too. That's a lie, Johnny Ringo. That's a lie. I tried really hard, but I was the Ontario Masters champion 1 year, and that's not a lie, bud. I won that tournament. I won a Ferris. It's because not a lot of people showed up, bud. I don't know if I would have won if some of the other players that usually win the tournament showed up. I might have had some problems, but I might not have. I might have still won. But yeah, this was my sponsor. You know what I mean? He liked me. He gave me free shit to, well, support him. You know what I mean? Go get your discs at Dead Man Discs. I never liked the name, but I do love it now. You know what I mean? I am Dead Man. We're all dead men. Little me, you're a dead man. We're all dead men, bud. Sooner or later, we're all going to go. And well, where do we go? And is that based on where we put ourselves, eh? Where would you be putting yourself, little me? Would you be in the hot seat right now, bud? Would you like to get your ass off of it? Are we country or God, little me? Who and what are you about, little me? Just say it now, bud. Say it loud, say it proud. Say USA! Come on, little me. Don't hold me in suspense. Who are you with? You're holding God like God know, bud. Let God know. Are you against him or are you with him a little me? Are you for the Venezuelan resources? Do you really think that benefits Americans at all? Really? Or do you think it's Donald's friends? Do you really think those rare earths? Let's find out what happens with the rare earths in Ukraine that you know, you guys take all their fucking resources. How are they supposed to rebuild? Well, Canada will pay for that. We're the dumb fucks over here. And so will BlackRock. And what's BlackRock? That's just all the Americans' money, anyways. So they'll be using that to build Ukraine to, you know, but they'll get their money back on their investment, right? Of your money. Larry Fink. Is that a threat? I didn't threaten you, but I said we're all gonna die. How? Why? I don't know how you die, bud. I don't want to have anything to do with your death. I fucking don't. Why would you say that? You know better. You know what I was saying, but you wanna make it bad about me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're not the one out there, bud. Lord Voldemort is out there saying things that I never did. I never told him he would go to hell if he masturbated, okay? I never wanted to get in the way of him masturbating, but for some reason, he's out there threatening to take me out because he feels the need to masturbate, and if I'm around, he can or something. It's fucking weird, dude. Why do you guys send these people to me? Like, fuck, it's weird. Yeah, that's odd. It is odd. It is odd. He makes up stories in his head about me and his 18-year-old daughter, and it's just fucking weird and it's gross. I think the FBI should look into this guy, really. I mean, fuck, I'm serious. I, like, he says a lot of weird shit. I don't know that, MF. Well, Bob, you should go take a look. Would you like me to tag you? Would you like me to tag you in the shorts that I make from now on? Right? I'll let you know what he thinks of me. And well, you've made up fucking worse lies than he has. So imagine yourself in the same boat as him. You both have fucking fairy fantasies about me. I don't know. It's weird. But hey, do you have to pay for your fairy fantasies that you make up about me? Hey? Trying to make everybody think that I'm a harm against children and I get children ripped out of my house and everything else. Never lied. Okay, little me. Take that to God, pumpkin. Because I'm telling you, you did. I'm telling you, you did, and you did a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. And I tried talking to you about it. No, bud. You point out my lies, and I'll point out yours. You and Uncle Will have both did the same things. Just the other day, you were trying to say I had two kids ripped out of my house. Never had any, if you listen. I may have said I got a kid stolen out of my house, but it wasn't actually out of my house. If you listen to the story, it never came to the house. You show receipts, bud. Do you want the receipts? Do you want to see the kids that live in my house? Is that what you want to see? So if I was so bad and they needed to be ripped out, why would they put them back into my house? The one isn't even blood to me. Think about it, you fucking moron. I'm out here trying to help kids, and you're out here saying, "What about me, dude?" Do you know how many kids I've taken into my house, little me? No clue, do you? No clue who I am. Only the picture that you painted to your audience about me, eh? You have no clue. Because unlike you, bud, I'm not waiting for my granddaughter to compete against boys. I'll fight so that she doesn't have to do that because it's not right. You let your daughter suffer in your stupidity, you fucking ignorant little bitch. You know what I mean? Little me, you've taken things that I've said and twisted them into your own little fucking fantasy world, bud. And you know it. There's no getting out of this, pumpkin. You did it. You did it. You have to take it to God. You have to take it to God, bud. And the only way out of it is to repent. You have to repent. That is the only way out. You have to pick up your fucking cross, motherfucker. You have to pick that bitch up and you have to say, no more pedal protected. I am with God. I am not with country. I will not break the commandments. I will not be a loser. I don't care how many people fucking hate me. I can have all of America come against me because I want to do what's right for me and my family. And if people can't see what I'm doing and all I'm asking for is the truth, because hey, bud, if Bill Gates is not what I think he is, I got a lot of apologizing to do, brother. But hey, all the information I got came from somewhere else. I didn't make it up in my own brain, but I only started putting the pieces together and started seeing possibilities going, hey, this might be a dirty thing. Hey, Bill Gates might be a wizard there, little me. A brain wizard. And he's done a lot of wizardry on your brain by taking his little magic wand in George Soros's perceptions and going, here, twinkle toes, pick your country. Well, of course, God loves Bill Gates. God loves Bill Gates more than Bill Gates could even comprehend. Because if Bill Gates could comprehend how much God loves him, he wouldn't act the fool that he does. Come on, Johnny. He loves all of us. He doesn't want us to perish. He wants the worst of us to bend the knee and come to him. But it's not as easy as you think, Johnny Ringo. There's a rebirth that has to take place. You know what I mean, bud? And you got to have the mind of a child. There's You gotta think outside of the box, bud. You gotta ask questions. Got do you understand what I mean? Because that's when Jesus says, "Hey, you gotta have the mind of a child." Either that, or you just can't make her. Hey, and when someone has the mind of a child and thinks outside of the box, guess what happened, Johnny Ringo? Bunch of fucktards go after that person, saying they're crazy. They're insane. But yeah, they'll sit there and tell that person, "Yeah, Bill Gates is probably exactly what you say he is." But stop. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. We don't want a better future for our children, you fucking idiot. Stop. Carl, don't. It's been a common theme through this whole fucking journey, Johnny Ringo. I remember I got a message from fucking one of the girls from work. This was a long time ago. And she messages me and says, Carl, just please find your way back to work. You're like the best boss I ever had. Just they're always gonna be assholes. Just let them do whatever it is they're gonna do. And I was just like, what if it was your kid that they were doing shit to? You know what I mean? Like, is this what you want to set for your kids? And do you know the response I got back from this nitwit? Don't ever talk about my kids. And I'm just like, oh, so you don't want a world that you're fuck. This is humanity, man. Johnny Ringo, they're recorded doing this shit, dude. Telling me I shouldn't stay. Like, dude, if I told you some of the shit work was doing, brother, I wish I could get some of these people to come on. I bet you I could get old fucking Heather to come on. You should see what they did to that girl, man. It was just fucking nasty and it was gross. And I couldn't watch fucking humans starting to go down for someone else's stupidity. You know what I mean? What did they do? I'll tell you this little story, okay? Like, so COVID, it really, I think it was even before COVID, we got fucked up, okay? We used to pair this temp service. They brought in a whole bunch of Vietnamese people, okay? We couldn't find white people. They like to work white and black and brown. You know what I mean? So we had Canadians. We couldn't find Canadians. That's what I want to say. We couldn't find Canadians who wanted to work. So we had to get this fucking workforce. But hey, they weren't too bad. Okay. They weren't too bad. It was it was hard talking to, but we always had at least one dude that we could like talk. Like he was good at English and he could translate and all that other shit. Made things a little bit more difficult. But anyways, let's just say that I think that business was dirty, doing some dirty business. And because the Ministry of Labor was sniffing around, they pulled their business. So when they pulled their business, they pulled all their workers, and well, those were our workers, and our workforce went. Could you imagine sitting there preparing for your day shift, Johnny Ringo? No shit, brother. I'm sitting there waiting to have my meeting with everybody in the cafeteria, right? And well, most of my work staff didn't show up, like the whole fucking thing, pretty much. So I'm like, this fucking kind of ain't good. I hope they're just kind of running late and they're on the way because they had to drive some from somewhere else. I can't remember where it was. But yeah. Anyways, but the moral of the story was they weren't coming back and we had no afternoon shift and they had no plans on bringing anybody back because they were being investigated. So imagine that vibe. You're so that's a big bomber, right? You got to fucking and then, hey, bud, you know what's really great is when you get the girls from the offices from the other buildings to come out and help you. Oh, they're a fucking beautiful treat. Have you ever seen office girls fucking have to do hard fucking labor? Oh yeah, they're a thrill to fucking be around. Just a bundle of fucking happiness, my friend. A couple girls with fucking that don't get their clothes dirty. Anyways, it was just a lot of shit like that. But this other girl, I'll tell you, this is a true story, okay? But I could go on shit that was going on at that place. I could go on, but I want to tell you about the human behaviors that they were having for some of the employees. Okay, so because we lacked people and we really lacked fucking team leaders and shit. When we got hurt and we didn't have people, this girl Heather, right? She worked at another building in another town, closer to her home. But out of the kindness of our hearts, right? She decided to, because they asked her to come to our building to be a team leader, right? To cover because we didn't have anybody. And it's a full time job. And when you're trying to be senior group leader, and you're lacking team leaders, it starts getting hard. But, anyways, so what she did is she said, I'll take that extra, fuck, I don't know what it was, half an hour, 45-minute drive, and I'll come help you guys over here in Woodstock. So she was like a godsend to me, you know what I mean? Because she was knowledgeable, she was smart, she knew her job. I mean, maybe she was a little bit too much sociable sometimes, but she also knew when it was time to get to work as well. Round, well-rounded employee. Worked with the engineering department a lot. So she was intelligent, smart girl. And when I had her come work for me, I tried asking her, I said, hey, would you consider not going back to the other plant, staying here? And I don't want you as a team leader. I don't want you as a team. I want you as a group leader. I want you as a supervisor. We needed strong supervisors, okay? And she actually would have fit the bill really fucking good. I would have loved to have had her as one of my supervisors. Because as a senior group leader, you wanna build your group with good people, right? But unfortunately, she said to me, she said, "Hey, Carl, it's not you, it's me." And hey, I got a good posting coming up. They promised me a job in engineering. It's already went up. I already signed for it. I'm gonna get it. I'm telling you, it's a lock, okay? And I've liked working with you, and I will, but it's too far away. Like, I did this to help you guys and blah, blah, blah. So I left it alone, but my boss didn't leave it alone, right? So I guess you would say he was the manager, right? And I was the co-manager. We just do fucking name terminology fucking changed all the time or whatever. But so basically what happened is she was supposed to get that posting and they took it away from her because they didn't want her to go back. They were going to keep her over there. And when she refused and said, I still want to go back to my old job, then I don't want to stay here. What they did is they tried to write her up. So there was nothing she could do. Right. Okay. So imagine this. I think I came in the morning. My boss, Stevie, says, Hey, Carl, those cell phones on the floor. And I said, Well, I don't allow cell phones on the floor, Stevie. If I see them, I tell them to put them away or they're not going to be on the floor much longer. You know what I mean? Like I already do that. He goes, make sure you don't even you write them up. You write them up right away. And I was like, why? And he had to tell me, right? He goes, I wrote Heather up. And I didn't realize at the time what it was about, right? So when I found out, I realized that it was if they got her, they could make her stay at that building because she had points against her or something, right? Because she got caught doing something she wasn't supposed to. But here's the thing, Johnny Ringo, she got caught using her cell phone. And the reason I never bothered her for her cell phone is because Steve used to talk to her on the cell phone all the time when she was on the floor. He legitimately used to text her and get pissed off when she didn't answer him. And I wholeheartedly knew that. And I thought, you motherfucker. So of course I couldn't say anything. You can't go against your boss. You're gonna fucking lose your job, right? So of course I've gotta be I've gotta do my job. Anybody I see with a fucking cell phone, she's getting her because if fucking Heather got her, fucking everybody's getting her. So what happens is I catch somebody on the floor, not a good employee, kind of a fucking shitty employee with a shitty fucking attitude, right? But I caught them on the floor with their phone and I fucking wrote them up. I said, because I went and I did a meeting first. And I said, there'll be no more warnings, no more cell phones on the floor. I'm going to have to write you up. So I fucking write her up. And do you know what happens? Because they fucking hated her. But in the meantime, I caught another person, right? And I gave that guy a write up. And I went to hand it in to my boss. And he told me to fucking throw it in the garbage. And I was like, what the fuck? So what you don't know is the other girl who got caught with the cell phone got fired too. But yet when the dude who ran our line and it could have hurt us not to have him, he told me to throw it away. Don't worry about it. And I said, no, man, you, you, you she got fired and Heather ended up quitting. She's like, I can't work for a company that I would try and help out. And then they would just try and fuck me over. And she was a longtime employee too. Can you imagine feeling so uncomfortable that you didn't even want to work at the place anymore because you tried to help and helping wasn't good enough. They wanted to control your fucking life. They wanted to take an extra 30. Well, it would have been 30 minutes, I bet you. And I bet you at least an hour a day, there and back, an extra, you know? So yeah, she quit. That girl got fired, and then that guy didn't have to pay a fucking thing for it because Steve wouldn't sign off on it. It's not how, as you as a human being, do you live with yourself when you know, and you know Heather got fucked because there's no way she should ever have gotten written up, especially by the same motherfucker who was texting her when she was on the fucking floor, asking her for favors and shit. No, dude, that's the thing. You gotta be with your family, right? All you can do is observe this and you're watching it go down. You know what I mean? Then there's another guy. I'll tell you this. Because not only did we lose our workforce, there was a dipshit who changed the way our system was, and he fucked it all up, and he wouldn't take responsibility, and it was gross. But anyways, so everything all sort of changed. So the guy, one of my supervisors who was thriving when we had our workforce and everything, couldn't do it anymore because his brain couldn't couldn't fucking gasp the fucking chaos. You know what I mean? And what happened was is Johnny couldn't handle it anymore, and he knew that he was looking bad, and he asked for a demotion. So he was one of my supervisors. He asked me for a demotion. He came in to my office with me and my boss. He fucking bawled his eyes out and said, "I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm gonna end up losing my job. Please just let me drive lift truck or something. I don't want this anymore. I can't do it." So me and Steve had the conversation, right? And he goes, "Carl, what do we do?" He goes, "I'll tell you right now what Troy wants us to do. He wants you to fire that motherfucker right now." And I looked at Steve and I said, "How can you fire him, Steve, when he can't handle what's going on and all he wants is out? I don't think it's his fault. So why don't we just give him a demotion and send him to another building?" You know what I mean? That way he doesn't have to be humiliated as the ex-supervisor who's sitting here on the floor driving a lift truck now. He can go to another building and he can be somebody else's problem. But they still came back to me and wanted me to fire him. And I couldn't because I didn't think it was his fault. There's a lot that goes into it. But hey, you know what I mean? It was so bad he was willing to take a $5 demotion. And then that's the same dude that I said, "Hey, if we go to court, will you tell the truth?" I didn't tell him what the truth was. I just said, "Will you tell the truth?" And he said, "I'll tell him what I know." And I said, "Hey, Johnny, what do you know? What?" And he replied back, "Not much." So when you throw your neck out on the line for somebody, and I still would do it because I wholeheartedly made the right choice. But unfortunately, when it came down for him to, but anyways, those are just a few of the things, you know what I mean? I could go on and on about the things that work. The other guy, Jay Jameson, I can show you a picture of him laying in a hospital bed. Just before I went off on mental leave, he's his heart gave out. He was warning me he might go off on mental leave, but unfortunately, he couldn't afford it, which stressed him out even more. So, when all your supervisors are cracking and you're trying to fuck your best employees over, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? I think that guy's a problem. There's a lot more, you know what I mean? Just don't think I cracked over those few things, you know what I mean? But There was a lot. There was a lot going on, but Willard, how many kids have I saved today? Well, I don't know. I take care of one. What about you, bud? You know what I mean? It's not really my responsibility, but I do so. I said, yeah, I'll do that. You know what I mean? Do you think the do you think he's unsafe? Well, do you think you should be a man and do something to help that child? You're an idiot, dude. You really are. You're sick in the brain. You're an American, bud. You're sick in the fucking brain. You don't even know what commandments are, dipshit. Commandments are for real, dude. You just don't get them. You no comprehendo. Thou shalt not kill. Treat others as one would want to be treated like himself. Hey, Willard, and if I was a fucking idiot like you, I'd want someone to tell me I was a fucking idiot. But I also want them to point out why I'm a fucking idiot. And I do that every day for you, pumpkin, but you just don't get her, do you? No, 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 Uncle Will. Uh, but hey, Uncle Will. Hey, hey. Maybe we'll come on later, eh, Uncle Will? How about that? Was there a picture of Queen Elizabeth in the lunchroom when you ate lunch? Well, no, not that I'm aware of, you know what I mean? But if we had money on hand, we could always pull out the Queen and, well, she's probably a wad in our pocket somewhere. You know what I mean? Queenie meanie. Why are you claiming to save children, but you talk about one? You're a loser kid, had bad parenting that he learned from you. What the fuck are you even talking about, you fucking ignorant moron? Do you even know what you're talking about? Because I'll give you the rundown, sweetheart. Hey, my kid was lied to. Said he was going to be a dad. Well, the girl posted on Facebook, and well, there was a fucking comment on there about, hey, what do you say? Maybe I'm a daddy too. And she was like, oh no, not you. Not a chance. And well, as time went on, as chance would have it, because here's the deal. Well, the boy does have my kid's last name because she was so confident they didn't need to wait for a DNA test to make a decision on the last name. She was just going to be McClandress anyways. You know what I mean? So yeah, my kid's never done nothing to get kids taken away from him. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bud. He's not his biological father. He's just someone that still will help out the kid if the kid needs help. You know what I mean? That's who he is. He's never had a problem with CAS. But yet his daughter was stolen away from him because the girl that he was with, who did have his baby, and he had to question it because of the first experience. You know what I mean, Willard? So I don't know what to tell you about it. I didn't raise my kid to be a loser. Unfortunately, I did though. You know what I mean? Really. I enabled them. All of them. And I'm sorry and I want to change it. But I can't, bud. I can't force myself on them. They're grown people, bud. What do you think about this, Uncle Will? This is how frustrating it is for me, my friend. So yesterday, okay, well, my kid is it, he's not winning. I don't know what to tell you, bud. Johnny Wingo. I think you're a loser too. If you pick country over God, that's just my opinion. It doesn't make you a loser. I don't want you to be a loser. I want to show you where maybe you're losing. So maybe you want to win. I'm not here to hold people back or down, but I'm not here to fucking rainbow and sunshine shit for you, brother. You know what I mean? I failed as a parent where I should have stood up and did things I didn't because I didn't want to fight. I just, I gave in. Well, Johnny, like, hey, bud, it is what it is. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. You let me know where I'm fucking not telling the truth. See, the other day, I fucking washed my whole floor, right? Nice, spickety span, looking good. You know what I mean? Pretty proud of the way everything's looking, just the way I want to live. I want to live like that. And my floor's all nice and shiny. And I have that right. I should, right? So, anyways, maybe a couple hours after, maybe three, we'll say three. 3 hours after, floor's all looking good. My kid legitimately, instead of going where he usually does, where his feet wouldn't have got wet or anything like that, he legitimately goes out this door where his feet are going to get mucky, ucky, and gross. But he never goes out. He always goes out that way. I don't know why the fuck he goes out this way. This is where I hang out. You know what I mean? But anyways, so he goes out that way. And he comes walking back in with his fucking shoes on, all the way across my floor. Muddy footprints, every fucking where. And I said to my wife, I said, you wonder why I get pissed off and I don't want to fucking do things because you allow him to do things like this. I can't even say anything to him or he's going to lose his fucking mind. Why should he be the one that loses his mind when it's my fucking floor that I wash? And I should be able to say, hey, dumb fuck, go grab a fucking mop and re-fucking do it right now. But I'm not allowed to do that. I got to play sausage brain and go, hey, Joanna, what the fuck gives? Can we get that fucking, like, do you want to go coddle him and fucking tell him, you shouldn't fucking do that? Like, let's not do that. Let's not upset that. Do you know what happened? That fucking thing didn't even get cleaned still. Footprints right through my fucking freshly washed floors. And then I'm supposed to give a fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? It's stupid. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean? OT, what are your thoughts on pedophiles fucking children? I don't care about Martin. I don't care. I've got fucking better things to try and do. You know what I mean? Don't we all know that Martin's just an idiot? How much of Martin do we need to see before we just go, well, but he entertains us, right? He doesn't entertain me anymore. I can't even watch him. I can't watch Dagburn. I can't fucking do it. Like, if you guys can't figure out they're idiots and you're just supporting them by watching them and causing more drama, and I don't know. Our children should be what our focus is on, but instead, you guys pick these people that you think are below you, and you can fucking just hate them, and that makes you okay. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so fucking weirded out by this world. I don't know. 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 I don't fucking know. I don't 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 No, no, no. OT. I'm fucking tired of the stupidity, bud. Are you country or God, OT? Which one are you, bud? Which way you gonna flow? Hey, you gotta flow one way or the other. You gotta take a stand against one. Which one is it? Well, then you gotta take a stand against country. And not in a physical sense. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is a lost cause. Maybe I need to try a different fucking thing. Maybe I just got so lost in thinking that, and I don't like saying this, but you guys made yourselves the number one country in the world. And I think you guys are the number one problem in the world. And the only way to solve that problem is to know that you're the problem. And then you could be the solve of the world too. You know what I mean? By fixing your problems, you could show the world how to fix their problems. But I don't know. I've always loved America, and it's never been hard to tell. You can always tell, bud. Hey, Uncle Will, I've been in your neck of the woods. I don't know which part you're in, but I've been in Miami part of fucking Florida, bud, and I've been in the Tampa part of Florida. You know what I mean? Had a good time every time I went. You're scared to face your problems. Where am I scared, Uncle Will? I'm asking for help. How do I solve my problems? Well, who should I go to? I don't really trust the police. Would you like to hear why? I think you'd probably understand, right? Who do I ask for mental health professionals? Hey, Willard, did you listen to those recordings? Did they sound like it was gaslighting? I don't know, Willard. This is me facing my problems, bud. This is me trying to get to a platform where I can call this mental health bullshit out, the workplace stuff out, bud. How somebody can be held against their will and you fucking have no idea. You guys have no idea what narcissism is. You guys think she's all anger and all fucking all no, you guys have no idea. You guys have no clue. Well, Uncle Will, if you don't care, why are you over here? Well, Johnny Ringo, and you've been listening, but and Will, I think my police stories, they should hold a lot of merit because if that's the way things go down, people should be concerned, right? That's a lack of intelligence. That's almost being an FBI agent, bud. That's how fucking stupid they are, bud. 48, 52, 51. Which one was it? There's about that many that should be in prison for fucking lying and causing treason to you, Uncle Will. Oh, you have a blessed day too, OT. Hey, Willard. Well, no, Willard. No, bud, you keep coming into my comments, pumpkin. So I just keep tagging you. I'm like, you're not getting out of this, sweetheart. Start paying attention to what's going on. Do you see all these eruptions, Will? Oh, what's going on with all these volcanoes, eh? What's going on with all these earth tremors? Remy, eh? Willard? This was the end times, and there were angels on this earth, and I was one of them. Would you be scared? Would you admit you're a lying piece of shit? And you've done nothing but try and hurt me, Will? You started it by going to the mental hospital. Yes, Willard. Willard, why should I have to pay for trying to get help? You understand why I'm concerned about the mental health system where I legitimately tell you, bud, if I didn't have the proof for this, I wouldn't say it, buddy. You go in for help because you foiled. You got foiled in your fucking takeover, right? You were going to take yourself over and out, right? And you failed at it, and you took a little time, and you thought, I'm going to try and get over this. I'm going to reach out for help. And you go to the hospital, and fuck, he gives you the best news ever. He tells you what you're dealing with. A narcissist. Hey, buddy. And I was only there for one fucking day, dude. That's the thing, just overnight. And it was just that one conversation. It was Poku too, bud. I got to be honest about this. When Poku helped me, I got to give him credit because he did try to fuck me or fuck me hard. I'm telling you, bud. But he tells me I'm dealing with a narcissist, bud. And like I said, how could you, as the doctor, let my narcissist lock me up without getting my side of the story, bud? Especially when all communications were on social media and they could have easily been shown. Oh, little me. You're gonna squeal like a little piggy. Aren't you, little me? You are gonna squeal. When your lies catch up to you, bud, and you catch up to you, you'll have no one to blame but the ketchup. What's in our ketchup, little me? Do we know? Is that from Campbell's? No, that's a Heinz. Hey, little me, little me. Hey, little me. Wouldn't that suck to know that you could have been so much more than you are, but you turned to the devil, bud? You couldn't help but be a dipshit. You purposely picked stupid. Congratulations, Officer Goofy. You're really fucking goofy. Tony Ringo, are you calling me a pig? Bud, you're the one out there breaking God's commandments. You don't even know who you should follow. Bud, you're definitely the pig. Your country is a big pig. Oink, oink. Americans are oinkers. Not all of them. Well, all of them. Those who identify with Don Don. You are who leads you. And if you ain't got nothing against your leader, then hey. Zero men live in the Smith household. No, man. I am the man. No better than any other man. No, actually, let's take this from the top. Because I got this one for you, brother. I wrote this down for you, Willard. I am the man. Like the real man. I am the man, the Mashiach man. I am the man, Willard. But just a man. No better than a woman, Willard. No better than a woman. Because a woman is what creates the man, and well, there is nothing better than what can create a man. You get that, Willard? But yet, I am the man, Willard. I came from a woman, Willard. And well, unfortunately, men did not respect my mother. No. She did not have the best time in life. No, no. She let people get the best of her, Willard. Like you're trying to do to me, but can't do her. No. No, bud. There ain't a man haircut. A little boy with a babysitter. Speaking of babysitters, I can't wait for the father-in-law thing. That's going to be great. That's going to be a great story, little me, too. That'll be great ones, too, little me. Remember all the stuff he said about me and my father-in-law? I can't wait for that to all come out. That's quite the story, too, bud. You would think it would just end with you, but no, no, no. She's a big story. Remember when you said, I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry. Hey, I saw a video of you in drag, Carl. I was disappointed. Well, I don't think you saw me in drag, bud. I think you saw me doing a fucking satire skit of stupidity, bud. Did you not get that? Did you think that was me trying to play sexy for Uncle Will? Giving him what he wanted? Me in either ladies' panties or ladies' clothes? No. Oh, bud, listen, pay attention. I don't know what to tell you guys. I think it's pretty ridiculous that men can play in women's sports. I think it's pretty ridiculous that we're changing all our fucking change rooms and our swimming pools and shit so that children can watch men masturbate. Fucking pretty sick of this fucking sick, twisted fucking world that Johnny Ringo, you have created, bud, because you do not want to face your fears, buddy. No, you think everybody's more powerful than you, Johnny. Well, I'm here to tell you, Johnny, only you got the power. You might want to put that Ringo on there, Johnny. And well, you might want to activate the Wonder Twins. The Jesus inside of you, Johnny Ringo. Don't be a dingo, Johnny Ringo. God loves you and he wants you with him. Break free from Uncle Will, bud. You don't need that stupidity. God's got bigger, better plans for you, but these are your plans. What are you going to do with your plans, bud? Remember, you're just not a program. You're also a programmer, Johnny Ringo. It's time for you to start doing your own programming, bud, because you are getting some bad programming yourself. It's leading you to a future that our children just don't deserve, Johnny Ringo. Not because you're weak and pathetic. Our children don't deserve that. They deserve strong men who are in God and are willing to follow the commandments and not fall to the temptations of our governments. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's not the American people I'm against, it's who represent them. And if they are led by them and they allow it, they're a part of them. Hey, Willard, you looked awfully happy. Well, bud, this shouldn't all be a nightmare. You know what I mean? I should be able to laugh a little bit, you know what I mean? I have skits and stuff like that where I'm not in drag and I'm laughing and I'm having fun and you know what I mean? I'm trying not to fucking let you fucking pedal protectors get me down, you know what I mean? It's not easy thinking there's a bunch of fucking dipshits that just get to do whatever the fuck they want because you don't care what the fuck they do, Johnny Ringo. It's disgusting to me. It's gross. And it's really unacceptable. And it's just fear and it's just fucking being scared. That's all it is. But hey, you guys all have a good day. Fuck, 2 hours almost.